Hello, welcome back to the water. My name is Peace, and we're back with Hoshi Ori Yume Mirai.
Again.
Hello.
Here we go again.
But not on our own.
Dang it, you beat me to it.
I mean, if we like view the boys as like a single entity, it would be on our own.
What, like a tri-headed lunatic?
Possibly.
All I'm thinking of is that picture of the free-headed dragon, the two serious ones, and then the dumb one.
The dumb one.
Who's the dumb
which
one?
one's that?
All of us. Just all the heads are dumb.
Yes, it's just... I was thinking more of where are all the dumb heads. Who are the other two heads?
Yeah, it's so hot again this year. I can feel the sunlight sizzling on my skin. It's about the same as last year. Yeah, I think it might be hotter. Students busy themselves with preparations out on the grounds. Shunagi Academy's Tanabata Festival is looking to be a big hit again this year.
もう1年か。懐かしいね。
Yeah, we've been together for a year now. We've spent the past years being swung around. I've spent the past year being swung around by Toko's carefree ways, just like always. Toko's still wearing that school uniform she liked, the amount she ended up not having to transfer, saying it's a precious keepsake. I'm used to seeing her like this anyway, and it makes her really easy to spot when she just up and disappears. Wearing a different uniform from everyone else is unexpectedly convenient.
私たちもああやって忙しそうに準備してたっけ？
No, you were just wandering around, playing with stray cats and stuff while I was talking to people, remember?
そうだっけ？あ、ハンコはいっぱい押したよ。今でも結構うまく押せる自信あるもん。
There's fan art of her in the appropriate uniform, isn't there? There's got to be.
Hold on.
Should be easy to find.
But what, 2 minutes in and we're going down a rabbit hole already?
Sorry, audience. You can check this for yourself, audience, on Pixiv at users.jp.
Gelbur at least doesn't have anything.
Huh.
Funny enough, I was more so thinking, because stamping, the fucking Phineas and Ferb episode.
Yes.
Toko's got rhythm.
Got no rhythm. Yeah.
God, recently, because funny JoJo thing, the JoJo version where every time they mention rhythm, a stand ability activates.
Yes.
No, I've not
Some
seen
time
that.
ago, Yuri showed that to Kira for the fun of it, and for some reason he was not expecting there to be a German version of Phineas and Ferb,
Oh my god.
and I don't know why.
My word.
Ich hab kein Rhythmus. Yes, there is a German version. Anyways. Stop miming that. I'm never gonna forgive you for stamping my forehead while I was asleep the other day.
Oh yes, one is okay. Signed for. That's what the marriage registration form's for.
It's just like property of Touko. It's just right on his forehead. I recall the painful memory. She couldn't possibly understand how I felt when I showed up in class almost late with my own last name stamped onto my forehead. I remember Sega was saying, "I know who you are!" As she clutched her belly and fell to the floor laughing.
And I want to punch her in the face.
Launch her off the roof.
And it was always like, "Don't come this way."
あ、見て見て、笹飾りがあるよ。今年のお願い事第1号は私のものだ。
She changed the subject. She must have sensed the bitterness of my gaze. She immediately looks at the bare bamboo display. It's not.
今年はこれを短冊代わりに使おうって決めてたの。
Oh, that's a fragment of a place that was precious to us. The key to the old school building that's already been torn down.
もう私には必要ないでしょ。だから お世話になりましたって意味も込めて笹飾りに使いたかったんだ。
I got it. I think that's great. Touko was depressed for a while after they started tearing down this old school building. I did my best to cheer her up, but Shinozaki and the others were the one to get her back to usual. There were some things that only they can do as fellow girls. Constantly support Touko, telling her you're not alone.
よいしょっと。今までありがとね。君があったから。
Grateful too. Thanks for support to Touko all this time. I'll support her in your place from now on.
私もう一人じゃないから大丈夫。だから君とは今日でお別れ。
Because she doesn't need to depend on a place where she can be alone anymore. The bamboo and key rustle in the wind as if to laugh in joy for her response.
今年のお願い叶うといいな。
What you wish for?
秘密。誰にも教えない方が叶う気がしない？
Come on, just tell me. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know what your wish was last year either. What did you end up wishing for?
それも秘密だよ。お願いが叶ったら教えてあげる。
Hey, don't run away, Touko! I was referring to the capsule matching mine that I gave her last year. Looks like I won't get to know its contents for a while longer. So the sky is beautifully blue. There's a 0% chance of rain today, according to by the forecast. Tonight I'm going to wish upon a sky full of stars. That's a different game, actually.
Yeah. We can play that some other time.
That's just one wish for me to make tonight. For me to be able to stay together with Touko and on forever. The clock ticks. I open my well-torn familiar textbooks and workbooks and continue studying for the subject exam. There's a month until the exam. I've been studying this whole time already, but you can never be too prepared. This is my long-awaited first step towards my dream. I won't stumble here, I'll pass no matter what. Both my sake and Touko's. Touko after.
Yippee!
So,
Touko and I attended the same university after graduating high school. Though we may be going to the same school, our majors are different. I'm studying architecture, like I had planned. Currently studying to receive second-class architect qualifications while I'm still in university. As for Touko, unexpectedly enough, she applied to the English Literature department. We took university as the opportunity to start living together. Touko got permission from my parents, and I got permission from hers. We were allowed to live together because both of our parents trust in our relationship. Remember how shocked we were when we moved in? Is it really okay for us to be living in such a nice way? Both of our families were fine with it now, saying renting out 2 rooms would just be a waste of a room anyway. We started out a new life together with excitement in our hearts. We had both thought that living together would let us be together more. But living together presented more difficulties than we had imagined. First was the difference in our schedules. We may have been taking classes on the same campus, but they were in completely different locations. The content and schedules of our lectures weren't the same either. We'd be able to leave her class or go home together maybe once a week if we were lucky. Our schedule was always packed with classes from morning until night, so it took usually just her schedule to work with mine. We only got to spend time together at home, and on days when we didn't have class. It was still a really nice outfit.
Yeah, I like that actually.
Also, she went from a key to having a lock.
Yeah.
Even then, I had my internship at Touko sometimes had to work shifts for a job too. Schedules really didn't line up. felt the gulf between us by living together, which gave birth to loneliness in our hearts. But we made sure to talk it out with one another each time and overcame it together. Yeah. Talk it out.
Yeah, the first rule.
They just fucking start an argument, and Touko just fucking slips up in speech, and instead of fucking saying "wanna fight about it," she just says "wanna fuck about it." and thus the dispute was solved.
If only from laughing awkwardly.
It was also housework, like Canadian laundry, our preference of food, things like whether we liked the room hot or cold, and when we got out of bed and when we went to sleep. An endless number of tiny little habits and tendencies that we discovered. She was always honest about her feedback, and she was quick to accepting things that were to her liking. We each made compromises and new rules. At some point it became fun for us to find those kinds of differences between us. There were things that were fun, there were things that were a bit difficult for us. Getting to experience lots of things together made us even closer. Time has passed quickly once we got used to living together. And now it's been 4 years since we graduated from Shionagi First Academy. Never mind, Rasif. I thought I remembered there being immediate nudity, but we're fine.
That would have been funny in a sense. Just bang, flashbang.
Just. Oh no.
He'll probably be home soon. Paused my studying to look at the clock. It's past 10 p.m. I was working a part-time job again today. Been working at the same cafe since high school. I would expect that carefree and easily bored Touko to be able to keep working the same job for so long. She barely likes the job because the uniform's cute. Well, I'm inclined to agree that she looks cute in that maidish uniform. People there know me pretty well now, after all the times I dropped by without telling her to check up on how she was doing at work and to pick her up after she was done. Maybe we'll go take a walk, pick her up. Worry if she's out too long.
ただいま。ごめんね。夜のシフトで急にお休みの人がいたみたいでさ。ちょっと手伝ってたら遅くなっちゃった。
Touko comes home with perfect timing just as I'm considering leaving. I'm just glad we didn't end up missing each other. I was actually just thinking of going to pick you up. I was like, did you go wearing my clothes again?
いいでしょ別に。楽だし落ち着くし気に入っちゃったんだもん。
This doesn't imply that this fucking
これ私にちょうだい
Yeah, let's hope that's not his. That would be a very weird fit.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what's weird about having a yellow button-up?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the undershirt, the pink
I said
shirt.
button-up!
I thought you were talking about the pink shirt. I was gonna say.
Suddenly develops cleavage.
I said button-up from the start! And you suddenly over here like, man, my character would need quite a pair of tits to look good in that. Sure if you want.
やったありがとう。代わりに私の服あげよっかタイトミニとかおすすめだよ。
I don't need it! Why the heck are you always trying to get me to wear skirts?
That works well with what I just said.
Give
似合うし
him
可愛
a
いと思う
Scottish
んだけ
kilt,
どな。
make a man out of him.
She's just slowly but surely planning to reverse the roles. Yeah, as if. We've known each other for a while now, but there's one thing I still don't quite understand about Touko. It's what she finds cute.
重たかった。お砂糖とみりんが安かったからつい買っちゃったんだけど、もうちょっと考えて買えばよかったな。
But you bought a whole fucking kilo bag?
Just this outsized bag of Tate and Lyle. Look in that bag.
I bet you're tired from working late. Want me to make some quick for dinner tonight?
大丈夫だよ。ちゃんとメニューも決めて材料買ってきたから任せて。
Alright, I'll leave it to you then.
ねえ、おかえりの挨拶がまだ。もしかして 忘れてないよね。
That's if. Come here.
はーい。
We give each other little kisses for when we leave the house and come back. It's our everyday ritual that we've repeated so many times that it'd be ridiculous to attempt counting. Welcome, Mom. Had a long day.
今日はそんなに忙しくはなかったんだけどね。ほら、この前新人さんが入ったって話したでしょ？
I remember. Are you in charge of training them?
そう。新人さんの教育は疲れちゃうよ。私そういうの向いてないって言ってるのに。
I know that feeling.
It just means they think you're dependable. I've been working there for a long time.
そうなんだけどさ、肩凝っちゃうんだもん。今からもう一頑張りする
I've
から。
become important
そ
at
の
work
分
and
の
I
ご
don't
褒
like
美。
it.
Huh?
You know that trope? I've become important at work and it's ruining my life.
Oh. Yes.
Suffering from success.
Yeah. That ain't all bad. Leave behind a little legacy.
Thankfully not the case for my workplace.
Oh, well.
She smiles happily after you kiss once more. Means she's just as spoiled as her.
ずっと勉強してたならお腹空いたでしょ？急いでご飯作っちゃうね。
She goes to the kitchen and starts preparing. She's clearly used to cooking now. Can't see any signs of the way she used to hesitate and stumble while she was still learning. Touko's really stepped up her cooking skills since we've lived together. She's claimed the kitchen as her own, and so I've agreed to let her prepare all of our own meals. There were a lot of failed attempts at first, and she used to take a lot of time to cook too. But she always learned from her mistakes and steadily developed her skills. At this point, I can't cook even half as well as she can. I just really enjoy cooking, judging by how she started to get fussy over the cooking utensils. The nikujaga I taught her how to make back then is an absolute masterpiece now. Remember there was a period where I requested it so often she got annoyed at me. Nikujaga again.
お待たせー。ちょっと時間かかっちゃった。今日のお祝いメニューは鶏肉のフリカッセです。
You know, I've heard the term chicken fricassee, but I've never actually seen the thing.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it much either. Nope. Google.
Looks like a stew. Yeah. Stew made with pieces of meat that have been browned in butter.
Mhm.
It does look tasty.
Yeah. Works with rice as well.
Yeah. God, it looks like... Oh god, I'm hungry.
Yeah, this talk is making me hungry now too.
Yeah.
Dang
We're,
it.
we're all. I fortunately have a packet of crisps with me as well, but heaven's breath, I want to try making that myself now.
I was gonna eat before we started recording, but then I lost track of times. Noticed that it was like 20 minutes before the supposed meetup time. So I just quickly rinsed off, melt the body, fucking took care of applying the salves and shit like that I need, and then immediately came down and under the pretense of I'll just fucking make food after the recording. So that is now already delayed by a whole hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I had breakfast at like 11, so on my time, so like 4 hours ago, which isn't bad, but it's like getting to that point now, but it's like, oh, shit, I'm hungry again.
Yeah, I like fucking one plate of spaghetti at like 2, half past 1 maybe.
I was dreadfully boring and went with jacket potato with cheese and caramelized onion Cumberland sausage.
I do still have some of my fried rice from yesterday that I made.
Oh yeah, multi-batch, of course.
For myself, it was just a standard peanut butter and jam sandwich.
Fair. If it works, it works.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Enough of the gastronomy.
smell of garlic wafting from the food stimulates my appetite. Chicken and mushrooms with white sauce on top look delicious. Oh, looks great. Celebratory. Ah, she's in a bad mood. I gotta remember, it has to be something about the day. It's not the date of our first date. So, I know it's the date we first went on vacation after we started living together, right?
減点。これでリーチだからね。
Is
Am I just too mahjong brained, or did you just say Richie? Crap, I wasn't expecting this today. Split system some that Touko started doing so she could have more fun living with me. And once someone hits -5 points, the penalty of you have to do anything the other person says awaits. It's cute enough that it's just some like has to do the cleaning for a week or massages for a week. It's cute enough when it's just some like. But I have to wear Touko's work uniform I got before was actual hell.
Oh, no.
今日は私たちが初めて出会った日でしょ。涼介が休館にふらっと入ってきた日。
Didn't I forget this last year too?
そうだよ。冷たいな。私たちが出会った日を忘れちゃうなんてさ。
Touko's unexpectedly fond of anniversaries. The two of us celebrate little things all the time because she says she wants to treasure her memories. Nah, it's because I was so busy studying. Just wasn't thinking about it with my exam coming up.
去年も同じようなこと言ってたよね。ああ、せっかくお料理頑張ったのにな。
I'm sorry.
試験に合格したら許してあげる。もし不合格だったら10点くらい減点だからね。
She's supporting me so I can focus on my studying. I've been depending on her kindness a lot lately. Yeah, okay, I swear I'll pass.
よろしい。それじゃあ冷めないうちに食べよっか。
Done with the dishes. Make coffee. You'll have some, right?
ありがとう。ねえ、見て見て。七夕祭りの特集やってるよ。
Come back to the living room after washing the dishes. Touko's watching a news program that's running a segment on Shionagi's Tarabata Festival. Oh, you're right. That's the main street.
七夕祭り、そろそろ準備始めてるのかな。今年も賑やかになるんだろうね。
God, why do I suddenly have that fucking one scene from Uramichi Uni-san in my head? Add this one. Fucking ching nargensho.
ちょって言葉知って酸欠になるほど笑ったんです。チンダル現象ってめちゃくちゃ面白いですか。チンダル現象。
At least forget Discord gives you the ads still, even though I have Prime. Or not Prime, whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's annoying.
賃上げ
What the
So,
fuck?
they're the best fucking
どうしました
laughs in the anime.
大丈夫です。
チンニング
おば前。
チンコ
Okay, yeah, that's pretty damn good.
チンコ浦上勝利さん。
Like, you could tell me that man was fucking dying laughing in the fucking recording booth. Like, genuinely, and I would believe you.
I would too. That's like the most realistic laugh
That
I've
is
ever
the
heard
most
in a show.
genuine fucking
genuine.
laugh I've heard in all of dubbing. Without it being like a fucking outtake of someone messing up a line and then just losing their shit.
Why does he find that so funny?
Because penis! That's the joke!
I just
That's
love
such
the
a
last
basic
one.
joke.
I just love the last one though. Pocket rocket, pocket rocket. And the guy's deadpan face read it all.
Yeah, that's Orobichi-san. The man wants to die. If you don't know the context of the anime, the entire thing is that the main character is like fucking presenter or whatever you want to fucking call it for like kids television show. Like think fucking like the dude on Sesame Street that talks to the puppets or something like that. He's essentially something like this, except that he's a stressed adult man that hates his life. I've never actually watched the show myself, but I still need to. I need to so badly because it sounds so fucking funny. Anyways. It's already been 5 years since we were in the event committee. Time sure flies.
年寄り臭いな。でも本当に懐かしいよね。いろいろあったな。
Reminisce of our memories of the event committee while drinking coffee. Time we spent back then is directly responsible for the two of us being together now.
今年のお祭り、久しぶりに行ってみようか。でも試験があるから難しいかな。
There's a decent amount of time between when I take the subject exam and when I know the results, so I think I should be fine. Let's see. Yeah, I think I want to go.
私も今のうちにバイトの都合つけとこうかな。最近デートもしてないから楽しみだね。
Sorry I haven't had time for a lot of stuff. We're doing a little housework too.
気にしないの。私がやりたくてやってるんだから。
Relationships changed since we graduated high school. I think we've learned more and more about each other through the casual way we do things for each other out of kindness and consideration. There are habits and tendencies that even we didn't know we had. We naturally become able to keep those kinds of rhythms in mind as we think about each other.
それじゃあさ、明日はお休みなんだし、今日はゆっくりしようよ。最近スキンシップが足りないと思います。
Yeah, I've been busy with studying in my internship recently. It's important to take breaks every now and then.
そうそう、頑張りすぎはダメだよ。それじゃあ早速。よいしょ。
She leans against me. I feel like I haven't gotten to experience her warmth, smell, and softness in a while.
落ち着くなぁ。私、こうしてるのが一番好き。
I always loved doing stuff like this. Though you've finally stopped trying to get us to feed each other in front of other people. It really does feel like it's been a long time since I felt this comfortable atmosphere. It soothes my weary mind and body and fills me up inside.
さすがにそれはね。今になって考えると恥ずかしいことしてたよね、私たち。
I was embarrassed back then too.
あ、今になってそういうこと言うんだ。私はいいんだよ、人前で思いっきりイチャイチャしたって。
Come on, give me a break. I'll make it up to you with interest at home, milady.
それいいかも。ご奉仕されるのも悪くないよね。
I was in a good mood. I regret the fact that I haven't had much time for my girlfriend when I see that happy smile of hers.
じゃあ早速ご奉仕してもらっちゃおうかな。ねえ、肩もんで。
Yes, yes. Usual, right?
涼介のマッサージ大好き。今日はもっと他の場所もじっくり揉んでもらっちゃおうっと。
Sure thing. I'll take a bath first.
そうだね。でも肩だけは先にやって。肩揉んでもらってからお風呂入ると気持ちいいんだ。
As you command.
苦しゅうないぞ。それから今日はお風呂も一緒に入ろう。 髪と体洗ってほしいな。
Alright, sure. We haven't done that in a while either.
お風呂出たら髪を乾かして溶かしてもらって頭撫でてもらいながら寝るんだ。
Wow, you really want to be pampered today, huh? Hope you're at least gonna put your clothes back on yourself.
やだ、私のお世話は全部涼介がするの。
She calls me playfully. I think she's gotten even more like this than she was in the past. This probably means our hearts have moved even closer since then. We're blessed to live out a life that's so warm and comfortable. Day transition. Okay, they grow
Jesus.
15 fucking days.
Jesus.
It's
そ
time
れじゃあ
travel.
行ってきます。
We're
今
safe.
日は少し早めに上がれると思うから。
Alright, have a good day. Be careful.
ありがとう。
We don't have classes today. See, Touko office leaves for work, but it's time for me to keep studying for my exam at home. Okay, let's get started. Gonna be working at my internship all day tomorrow. Need to do my best to get 2 days worth of studying done today. Sit at my desk and start working. Let's see, what did I leave off yesterday?
Taだいまー。って相変わらず頑張ってるね。ずっと座ってて体痛くならないの？
Nah, it's that late already. Welcome home, Touko.
うん、ただいま。
Touko peers at my desk and kisses me. I'd realized that it was nighttime, but still, time passes really quickly when you're focused.
集中するのはいいんだけどさ、少しは休憩しないと。試験前に体壊しちゃったら大変だよ。
I know, but I just can't help it. Just forget about the time.
熱心だね。そんなにたくさん勉強してるんだから、もうこれ以上勉強しなくても十分なんじゃない？
She looks at my open reference book again. She grimaces and pulls away.
いつ見てもわけわかんないや。問題見ただけで頭痛くなってきちゃう。
Does it? Just reading draft questions gets me excited personally.
Golden Retriever.
No, turn it
世界
down,
的
boy.
に有名な教会とかは見てみたいなとは思うけど。なんだっけ、まだ完成してないすっごいやつ。
Sagrada Familia. Yeah, that's practically finished now.
Yeah, no. I remember, like, I forget what we called them. They're like, you know, those cards where it's like, hey, this is like cards from specific theming where like they have a bunch of stats in them. For example, like
Top
for
Trumps,
race
yeah.
cards. For race cards, like max speed, CC, weight, shit like
Yeah, top-
that.
Yeah, we call it top trumps in Britain.
Like we used to have one for like world wonder buildings type things, like impressive
Okay.
buildings and shit like that. And we essentially would shuffle and then just play like cards with them, where we chose a card, where we essentially drew a card from our deck and then had to choose like, oh, I want like we alternated choosing like, oh, I want to contest with you on height on this one. And then whoever got the higher height got the cards. Me and my brother. And whenever someone said age, it's just like you immediately had to worry. Does the motherfucker have the cheating card? Because if the age is literally just not quantifiable because it isn't done yet, you kind of win.
Yeah, because it's start from the date of first moment when the first stone was laid down, perhaps. But oh well.
Yeah, like age is always from date of completion. So when age is literally just not fucking quantifiable, it's just like you kind of win, or at least that's fucking logic kids have.
Yeah.
Speaking of logic, I had a fucking fight with someone earlier.
No.
The fight is a bit extreme. It was more of a little scuffle about how I personally think that the English language is fucking retarded. Because why the fuck is the child of my cousin also my cousin?
It's cousin once removed.
Yes,
Does
I
that
know,
count?
but like, for me, cousin is like on the same plane, essentially, on the same generational plane. Like, that's what
Yeah.
your cousin is when it's not your direct, like, sibling.
Mm-hmm.
So why, when you go down one plane, is it still cousin? Because here's the thing, the way German languages, the German language handles it is, for example, I have a cousin, and then if there was like an additional degree of separation there, where like it's like the fucking sibling of the wife of my father's sibling. Like, if they then had a kid, that would be my cousin of the second degree.
I don't know if it's
And
all of.
meanwhile, if my cousin had a child, the way he does, actually, my cousin has a child. And that would make me an uncle of the second degree. And that child is my nephew of the second degree. Because essentially, it is separated by like one jump, but still on the same generational like
Level, yeah.
plane.
Yeah, like I don't know if it's everywhere in Canada or whatnot, but I know my family, we always say like the second cousin or such.
Like, hold on, in fact, during this small quote-unquote scuffle, I went out of my way to send like a diagram of how Germany handles it, and you can clearly see it's always on one level. Like, everyone on one level is either cousin, either aunt, either nephew, either great-nephew, either great-aunt, either all of that.
Okay.
It is always on the same level, and the degrees are then the separation of how much it is removed from where you are.
Yeah, that makes sense. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna bring up the thing that a lot of people say, and it's true though, how a lot of words are spelt the same but aren't the same.
Like, funny enough, when I talked to this person earlier, they were like, well, no, because like your like uncle and aunt, it's a like, as well as a nephew and niece, that's a very defined word. Meanwhile, fucking cousin is literally just like someone that you're fucking related to that isn't your fucking brother or your nephew or whatever. Like an extended family member that isn't a sibling or an uncle, aunt. It's like, okay, you can just, but why make that one such a rough meaning? Because like, a cousin is just like the child of my uncle. And uncle also has a set meaning. All of these words have set meanings.
Yeah.
So why pick the worst possible option to essentially go once removed on? When it's like suddenly you have to talk about your cousin and your cousin when you're trying to talk about your cousin and his kid. Like, suddenly there's two cousins in like the extended family, but they are fucking father and child. How does that make sense? And hence the English language makes no fucking sense.
Just to circle back just for a quick sec, an example I was going to use is like how read and read is the exact same spelling, so like, which I always find funny too.
The English language is just stupid. Anyway.
It is. And then you have, is it the British English or is it the American English? Which then we do both.
I don't know if I could pull off world renowned level right off the bat. If the exam were just design a World Heritage Site, there'd be 0 people who'd pass for sure.
涼介がそんなに頑張ってるとこ見てるとさ、私このままでいいのかなって思っちゃうんだよね。
You've already figured out where you're going to work. You just enjoy the rest of your life at university without worrying about me. Touko already knows where she's working after university. She's unexpectedly good at getting by in the world, I guess. She interviewed and was accepted. She was interviewed and accepted at various different companies and eventually accepted an unofficial job offer at a travel agency. I knew that she had been studying English, but I didn't think she would get a job offer that quickly. I was a bit surprised.
将来のこともっとしっかり考えた方がいいのかなって。就職決まってるからって私だけ遊んでるのも気が引けるよ。
I think you've already done a lot. It's pretty hard to even get a job offer these days. Oh, you fucking tell me!
Yep.
Real as hell.
One
You
of my
can't get a
recent-
job anywhere unless you know someone knows something.
Yeah. I recently tried applying for, of all places, the National Railway Museum in York. That came back as a no.
Yeah, fun fact, that was
Ooh.
like a couple of years back, where I rewatched my old Hoshi Ori Yume Mirai videos because I can play the game essentially without having to re-download the game. And I genuinely just didn't like my own thought processes because like, why the fuck did this motherfucker got everything planned out? This motherfucker's so happy. I'm over here just fucking no plans what the fuck to do whatsoever. And he's just like, wow, I don't have to be an asshole about it. Like, it made me just fucking miserable back then. It's just like, imagine finding work.
Fake laugh hiding real pain.
So yeah, anyways, I'm fucking happy that I'm just going back to school now. Especially since that might actually increase my chance of getting an actual job. And if I do end up on the streets, y'all know first.
I'm taking a few courses to get into work with the business my mom and my stepdad have. So hopefully I'll be able to do that in the future.
There's always something about employment rates and business scaling or whatever. Here, I hear about it on the news a lot. I'm sure these are pretty rough circumstances for job finding. Which means the Touko's impressive for getting a job offer amidst those circumstances.
ご飯の支度しちゃおうか。お腹空いてるよね。
I will always say the amount of times where I got a response email to an application that said like, oh sorry, we found someone else that better suited the job. Like a month later, the fucking job offer is still up on the website.
Yeah. You know, then it's like, yeah, that was bullshit.
Yeah.
I could take a shit myself. You don't need to take the shit out of me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, just say sorry, you weren't qualified, or we didn't find you as qualified as we would like. Just be honest with it. Don't just say, oh yeah, we hired someone else.
And that's
like,
when you get a response.
yeah, when you get one, yeah.
I haven't eaten anything, come to think of it.
ダメだよ、きちんと食べないと。体壊しちゃったら試験受けられないんだから。
Sorry. Thanks, I'll be careful from now on.
もう、この前も同じこと言ってたでしょ。お昼ご飯もちゃんと用意しておいてあげないとダメかな。
I'm grateful that Touko's worried for my health. I'll keep studying until dinner's ready. But I want to pass for sure. Need to do my best so I can thank you for supporting me too.
頑張ってね。
We jumping to now.
I don't trust day
Jesus!
That's a lot of days.
Oh,
Yeah,
Almost a whole month.
I don't trust date transitions in the adult arcs.
No, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
That's the day
It
of
could
the
be
first
at any
exam,
moment.
Second class architect qualifications. I think I'm just the right amount of nervous. I'm ready in both body and mind. I'm going then.
頑張ってきてね。はい、これ、お弁当だよ。
The exam continues until evening. I'm sure the comfort of Toko's cooking will ease my nervousness and clear my mind. Thanks, I'll do my best.
いってらっしゃい。
I can feel myself calming down. I think I'll be able to showcase my abilities without issue and without getting overexcited. I've been studying all this time to overcome this hurdle. Can't stumble on the first step towards my dream. Pass on my first try, I swear.
決めた。私も頑張らなきゃ。
I have a sneaky suspicion here.
I went straight to teacher's firm after finishing the exam. Let's have him check over my answers. I probably won't be able to show my face here again if I disappoint him.
試験問題は持ち帰ってきたな。
Yes, here are the problems from today, and these are my answers. I handed him the exam questions. Made sure to mark down what I put down from answers. Should be able to tell how I did from this. He silently reads through the pages of the exam booklet. I've already checked my answers myself, and I'm pretty sure I've definitely passed. But having him check over it like this still makes me nervous.
お前は試験どうなると思う？
I think I did well. Thinking I'll be able to move on to the drafting portion.
そうか。トウコちゃんと一緒に暮らしててもサボらずにしっかり勉強してたみたいだな。
He grins slyly. I've known him for a while now, and I know that means I've done a good job.
次の試験は2ヶ月後だったか。準備はどうだ？
Yes, I am. I'll be filing before tomorrow.
大した自信だな。これで不合格だったら事務所の人間全員で指さして笑ってやるからな。しっか
Ready
り
to
頑
drop
張
a
れ
minute, mate.
It's just a fucking firing squad, but instead of gun, it's just like pointing and laughing.
Yeah, he just has everyone line up behind him like soldiers and go, okay, proceed."
Fire!
No,
They just point and laugh. Just
point it back.
perfect use of the Japan Ground Self-Defense Force. Pointing and laughing at a failed applicant.
The fucking whole ass JSDF just shows up, yeah.
Oh
my
God.
Yeah.
Why are they not patrolling the South China Sea? We have to point and laugh at a failed architecture graduate. Oh, fine, fair enough.
The EDF also comes up. No, considering the crackheads that are on the EDF, they probably would.
Actively take part.
The EDF deploys. I've never played a single one of the fucking EDF games. I mean, to be fair, like, until I got this PC upgrade, my PC probably would have gone up in flames if I tried.
Oh.
Right. Yes, I swear I'll pass. Overflowing with motivation. Oh my god, he's feeling motivated.
Oh no.
Where's the plastic chair? Makes me want to start drafting out blueprints right this very moment.
今年の課題は住宅地に立つ趣味教室併用の住宅計画か。ま、そこそこのレベルの課題だな。
So build a house with a man cave then. Okay.
I've always thought of an idea. I'd like it if we could take a look once it's done.
甘やかしすぎるのもお前のためにならん。そうだな。一回だけなら見てやろう。
Okay, I'll make sure it's perfect for that one time. Mom, Toko, I had Mr. Azuma look at my answers and he told me I'd pass.
そっか、お疲れ様。あんなに頑張ってたもんね。大丈夫そうなら私も安心だよ。
He smiles at me. I hug her without thinking and kiss her from the elation of getting to tell her good news and having finally finished that part of my exam.
ちょっと、くすぐったいってば。もう、そんなに嬉しかったんだ。
Of course I am. I finally get to move toward my dream. It's been a long road, but it's finally just one step away.
そうだよね。私も早く追いつかなきゃ。
Ketchup? What are you talking about? Are we out of ketchup? You should have fucking... You just like ketchup? You should have texted me. I would have bought some.
He begins to start the dad jokes early.
Oh no.
Like, he just lets it out suddenly, stops himself, grabs Touko by the shoulder. Was it positive? That's the only explanation I have. Like, don't you know the moment the moment you have successfully inseminated someone, you naturally just become start spouting dad jokes. It is a mutation. You cannot stop it. It is terminal.
My brother's been doing that most of his life. He's a dad now, funnily enough.
That was his whole life was a training arc leading up to this.
Yeah.
Spot some stuff on the desk. Looks like documents of some kind. What are those reference books? What is that stuff? Gonna take the time before she starts working to get some kind of qualification. Definitely isn't a bad idea.
最近一人でずーっと考えてて決めたの。涼介が頑張ってる姿を隣で見て悩んでたけど、ようやく心が決まったんだ。
You've decided.
うん。資格試験受けるの。それでね、内定断ってきちゃった。
Sorry, Touko, but I'm gonna have to kill you. So, I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. So, which would you like? Would you like the Deagle? I think this is supposed to be based on a. Oh yeah, this is supposed to be a. It's supposed to be fucking based on a Beretta. I don't know what caliber though. Right now.
Is it gonna be? Is it gonna be like in Hello Lady with the replica Luger?
I'm just say like a 9mm. I don't care. So, do you want the Deagle? Do you want the 9mm, or do you just want to get stabbed?
You know what I was first thinking of? Him just sitting there with a sharp knife, just shaving down a piece of stick.
Alternatively, if none of those fancy you, I do also have the sawed-off assault rifle. This is still a cursed creation.
Is it like with the Russian Badger video with the Payday one with the sniper, but it's just such a small muzzle or short muzzle?
Oh yeah, that was also cursed, yeah. Or the fucking, like, what was it, 17 round M1 Garand?
Yeah.
What is this supposed to be based on anyways? Looks like a... Very much looks based on AK platform. But it's not saying anything what it's supposed to be based on, so who cares? Actually, hold on. I feel the need to look at fucking Google Images real quick if there is an actual result for sawed-off assault rifle. Oh my god. It's not an assault rifle, but...
What the fuck is this?
What is?
That is so gross.
That is a Garan carbine. What is this supposed to be?
I don't know.
Why do I hear the gun guy in Leeds Arsenal dying inside?
Yeah, no actual like. I should probably fucking specifically search for sawed off AK.
What? An AK-74 SU?
Nope, still nothing. Apparently don't exist. Which, to be fair, there is no reason for it to exist. Its very existence is a fucking enigma. What? He just says I'm completely unbelievable in a totally matter-of-fact voice. Touko points out the documents at the desk, but I'm trying to recollect my thoughts.
ほら、これ。インテリアコーディネーター資格試験の資料と参考書。今から勉強を始めて資格取ろうかなって。
Wait a second. What are you talking about? You said you declined the job. You're kidding, right?
ほんとだよ。排水の陣を敷くってやつだね。これで合格するしかなくなったもん。
What is she thinking? Can't really grasp what's happening from how sudden this is. I've completely forgotten about my own exam. What do you mean you have a chance? Do you know if you can? You know it's not like any qualified's gonna guarantee you to find a job, right? Oh yeah, that's the curse thing.
That is even more. How do they keep getting more cursed?
It's homemade. That's what makes it cursed.
Yeah, no.
I dare you. Either one of those two.
I raise you.
What is that? What is the point of...
No, this one is cursed, but it's funny.
Okay.
Where is it? There we are.
Gun. My word. It's a chain fed revolver.
Fucking
Really?
belt fed revolver.
What the fuck? Oh no. Hang on. Oh damn it. It beat me to it.
Ha ha! I've beaten you to it!
The fact you both found the exact
Same
same
one.
one. Oh my!
What is that?
The silence was just.
Silence is so pointless as well. What are they gonna do? Fan the...
Oh my god.
And this is the final one I will throw out before we get back.
Yeah.
I was about to say that, but then this one came into view.
Oh my god. What the
There you go.
is that? Oh my god. That's a funny one. This one isn't even cursed. This is just a.
What the... Huh. That just...
What the fuck?
It doesn't work like that at all.
That fucking Fallout ass gun.
It is.
Fallout 4 ass gun.
That's when you just put random shit together to make it work.
You can all agree that like the gun design for Fallout 4 just got exponentially worse, right?
Yeah.
Like, sure, the fucking Fallout New Vegas had that 12.5mm submachine pistol, but like, that's an exception.
Yeah, the fact that Fallout 4 had a bunch of things that didn't even rival it, it just was above it in ridiculousness.
Yeah. Also, the final image. Somebody send help. Somebody here. Debull up the L85.
Fuck you, bullpups your LMG.
But wait, one already exists. The L86.
Okay. Oh my.
It's not in service anymore, but
Bullpups your
What?
assault shotgun.
what word? That'll
落ち
that'll
着いて
take your
聞いて
shoulder
よ
off.
冗談でも思いつきで
And
もな
what
くて
burns your L86?
私なりにね将来を真剣に考えて決めたことなんだよ
You must have expected my response. We just said I've gotten a little too heated after seeing her remain so calm and stopped myself from continuing. Okay. I'll hear what you have to say. And you better listen to what I have to say about this afterwards, alright?
うん私なりにたくさん考えて決めたのずっと探してた私の夢そのために資格を取ろうって
Dream, you've been interested in becoming an interior design coordinator for a while now?
うんそれは夢を叶えるための方法いろいろな道があったけど一番面白そうなのがこの資格
Just a way of making your dream come true?
そうだよ私の夢はね涼介のそばで同じ世界を見ること
What?
涼介が進む道は建築士だから私も一緒に進んでいける道を探してみたのそのための第一歩がこの資格
They shall become the power couple of the architecture world.
Their first project, furnishing the Sagrada, the Basilica Sagrada, in whatever it is in Madrid.
The ad they will eventually have for their architectural firm will have them just happily living in a house while a power ballad plays. I always feel the need to point out like something from a Madular review for fucking Lost Odyssey because at one point two characters get like a fucking power ballad. It's like, do those two deserve a power ballad? I don't think those two deserve a power ballad yet. I genuinely recommend Madular. Madular makes some good fucking shit. And it also, like, does a lot of interesting, like, old games reviews as well. Like, for example, he's also currently going through the entirety of Ultima.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna just list out some of the more recent reviews. Golden Sun: The Lost Age, as well as the original Golden Sun, of course. Ultima 8 Pagan. All Two Worlds games. Ultima Serpent Isle. A bunch of Kingsfield likes. Ultima Underworld 2. Tech War. Fucking Tech War. Ultima 7 The Black Gate. The Dark Cloud series. Ultima Underworld. World of Ultima. Savage Empires and Martian Dreams. Different FMV horror games. A bunch of weird RPGs for the Sega Saturn. Which, by the way, I recommend that one just because it has Baroque. And Baroque is really fucking interesting. Because it takes the meaning of Baroque very seriously. Do I have to explain what Baroque means?
Baroque, it's classical music genre.
No, architecture.
Oh, right.
And also Baroque is based on the word Barocco, which means imperfection. It is also a classification for a pearl with an imperfection within it, which instead of lessening the value increases it because that imperfection makes it unique.
Architecture. Ah, I see. Highly ornate, dramatic, and theatrical style. 16th century Italian in origin. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and essentially the entire thing is God exists, and he has like a bunch of like small little spheres all over the world that essentially help him perceive the world, which lets him detect like these imperfections that exist in the world, that like these essentially these fucking places where reality is warped, and fix it. However, humanity found that, and one scientist went insane studying them and decided that if God couldn't make the world perfect the way he thinks would be perfect, then he should just take over for God. And that in itself is a distortion, because to think the world can be perfect is just false. I will not say any more because it is like genuinely really interesting if you want to just fucking check out like a retrospective on Baroque.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Here's the kind of power ballad they may be playing.
I don't
But I
straight up
certainly didn't.
Boop. 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 Boop.
Okay.
But he also, for example, did like a review on like the Zelda CDI games, as well as Kudelka and Shadow Hearts. And then he also did one on Xenogears, and that's the reason why I know Xenogears exists and why I have like an odd like sideways obsession with the series, because by God, what were they taking? What drugs were they taking when they wrote Xenogears? Like, I am a slut for like games that take into like real world like psychology and philosophy and shit like that into account. Like, I'm a fucking slut for that. I love that shit. I'm not the best versed in that, but it is so fucking fascinating to learn about how shit like that influenced the game. And oh boy, did it influence Xenogears! Let me check again when Xenogears came out. Xenogears was released in 1998. It correctly says the main character at one point has a dissociative identity disorder. Do you two understand how impressive that is, right? They called it the actual proper term, dissociative identity disorder, instead of just saying multiple personality disorder.
Yes.
Like, it is specifically a fracture of personalities caused by a traumatic event. It is an attempt to dissociate from the trauma, essentially heaping the trauma on the created personality so the original personality can live in blissful ignorance.
Yeah, it's like a sorry. It's saving from the trauma, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or protecting, I guess.
I do recommend also checking out his fucking Xenogears retrospective, because yes, very good. I just really like the guy. He's also funny, so that helps. Defeat interior design coordinator. Grab the documents and flip through them. Wait a second, there's only 3 months until the exam, and you gotta start from scratch. That's crazy.
やってみなきゃわかんないでしょ。他の人の3倍努力すればなんとかなるって。
Saying that's one thing, but
簡単じゃないってことは分かってるよ。でもね、逃げ道を作らずに全力で挑戦したいんだ。涼介と一緒に同じ世界を見てみたいから、精一杯頑張りたいの。
She's going into crackhead mode.
her eyes are incredibly serious. Those eyes are more than enough to convince me that this isn't a joke or a passing fancy.
ほら、ここ見て。建築士の仕事を支えるって書いてあるでしょ。ほら、私にぴったりのお仕事じゃない？
This route, I finally talk about it. This route exemplifies something that I prefer over like this, like Ryosuke over the MC of Ginyu Haruka. Ginyu Haruka is another case of where like the main character, the way he wants, what he wants to do in the future is entirely fucking influenced by who he ends up with. While in this game, the main character from the start has a dream he wants to pursue,
And it stays on that course.
it
Yeah.
not only stays on that course, but like one of the girls even sees him work towards it and thinks that she wants to support that. She feels inspired by it and tries to like essentially change the course of her life because she wants to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Like instead of always the main character being like, oh, the girl has like a dream and he essentially works entirely to support her and it just changes his entire fucking career path because of it. Like it's actually a reverse for once, which I
Yeah.
don't think I've ever seen in any other visual novel.
Yeah, it's got to be like
It's always like, oh, the girl has a
100%.
strong personality with things she wants to do in the future, and the main character essentially dedicates himself to supporting that. Very rarely do we get a case where the main character has such a deeply rooted dream of what he wants to make out of his life that it inspires someone else. I want to be
Follow that.
I
Yeah.
want to be behind that.
yeah. Yeah,
And
and there's
that's
like
why
no.
That's why I will always hate overly generic protagonists.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame
you
you.
can write actual compelling characters to be your main characters. Like, in today's fucking online climate, you don't need generic protagonists for people to insert themselves into.
Like, I know it's not the greatest
They'll just
example.
watch VTubers become weirdly parasocial about it.
Yeah. Like, I know it's not the greatest example, but that, like, for myself personally, like Yuji from Josiah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people adore Yuji because he has a personality. He's like a very strong personality, even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, in a way, Yuji is also a bad example because, like,
Yeah.
he has too strong a personality
Yeah.
for, like,
That's why I
any
said
game
it's not
that
well.
isn't Grisaya. Yuji
Yeah.
would never work in this game. Yuji
Yeah.
works because the cast of Grisaya has such strong personalities, with so many messed up, like, facets to themselves.
Yeah. That's why I said it's not the greatest example, but it's an example of kind of like you were saying, that it's not like, okay, they're bending to whatever the love interest is and going to just support her and
People are going
stay
to
on
want
that.
to lash me to a cross again for bringing this up, but
Oh, no.
fucking Haku from Utawarumono
Yes.
is a great example. By all intents and purposes, he should be an unlikable protagonist. He's fucking lazy. He
Yeah.
constantly tries to take the easy way out.
He avoids any work he can.
He avoids
Yeah.
the work he can, any work he can, and just wants to stay at home drinking. But he puts in effort when it's needed. He puts in
Yeah.
effort when it's needed, and when push comes to shove, he, in fact, can be very self-sacrificing even. And that what makes him likable. Like,
Yeah.
even with all the imperfection he has, there's so much good to have. And if people want to lash me to a cross because I brought up Utavarumano again, motherfucker, I'll become the Jesus Christ of the fucking franchise. I'm willing.
My first fight is someone's gonna put in
Underlord Weapon
degenerates
down.
like you belong on a cross.
Cross.
I've never sided with the Legion. I do currently have a run going where I plan to side with House. Like the previous run was an NCR run, where for that one I played as like Florence. The current run I have going on, I'm essentially trying to build a character around the sniper from TF2, and he's a mercenary. So of course he would work for House, aka the guy that's willing to pay.
Guess no mashed potatoes this time.
As Florence, during the Florence run, I actually was planning to let him live and just disable his control of the Securitrons, but like the mod pack I had for some reason messed with the PCs, so that wasn't a sterilized chamber or like disconnect the thing. So I wasn't sure if me just leaving would disable his control. But so I just had to kill him, even if it gave bad karma. Also, the sniper run is just already so much fucking harder.
Oh, I can imagine.
Like, the only companion I would allow possibly would be Boone. Because, you know, snipers can work in pairs.
Yeah.
But even then, that's suspect because the sniper is shown to be...
a solo.
Works on his own.
Yeah.
And also, he's mainly, you know, he doesn't need armor. He stays far away. New Vegas has a surprising amount of ambushes.
Yep.
I had an endurance of 4.
Oh no.
I'm probably getting the fucking Abilene Kid BB gun as soon as I can. As a fucking stealth weapon. Or the fucking Rat Slayer. What I do know is that technically dead money would not be as stressful because I'm allowed to use the hollow rifle. Because the sniper has like a weird like tech laser sniper that he can equip. So I'm allowing any like rifle type of energy weapons.
Okay.
I'm still mainly going for ballistics though, because I just prefer the ballistic weapons. I don't know why. I don't vibe with energy weapons.
Yeah, I always find them kind of annoying, honestly.
Now, thankfully, I have immediately vilified myself with the Legion because I couldn't not snipe Volpez. Anyways, I'm distracting the fucking recording again. Oh, come on. Can't stop myself from smiling. She may seem like she's being ridiculously optimistic. We must all be the serious reasons for her to pursue this. This soundtrack is still No Dreams in Future, but I still love the sound. I love the fucking game, man. This game has such good music.
It really does.
Like, in the grand scheme of things, not like a lot of the moments aren't really that like impactful or dramatic. It's just the
music hits
music's
perfectly.
amazing, and it's just like it's fucking life, man.
Mm-hmm. Like, this could definitely be like this music I could easily put in the background as white noise to fall asleep to easily.
Well, yeah, hence why I tried to put Dreams in Future on while I was fucking suffering from the second corona shot, and that was a fucking big mistake.
Oh yeah.
I think I've talked about that before.
I think you have. I actually forgot about it till you brought it up. It's like,
The
right.
hidden 18th fucking level of empathy.
Yeah.
勉強内容もね、建築士の試験と重なってる部分があるんだって。私には優秀な家庭教師がいてくれるからさ、大丈夫だよ。頑張れば合格できるんじゃないかなって思うんだけど。
Because there is like a weird reality where I also try to learn, like study interior design just because I am the one person in like context. Me, Kira, Yuri, and Colonel were playing V Rising. And they were literally telling me to stop because I kept expanding the castle upwards, adding more floors that essentially accounted for nothing, while trying to make them look nice, and even went out of my way to make like a rooftop garden. And they're like, you should probably help us farm materials, but I need the bushes here. They are not the right bushes! I need to use our rare materials to unlock better bushes!
They're completely schizo over herbiage there, obviously.
But funny
There
you
was
brought up
also
V
one
Rising.
time where I don't know what the fuck was going on with me that day. But essentially I joined them a little later because I was finishing something, and I fucking loaded in and I saw like the room I prepared for myself had like been rearranged so they could so someone could essentially build walls around my coffin to essentially lock me in and make me like fucking go build out of it. And I got weirdly upset about it to the point where I was like one fucking bad comment away from just quitting the game for the day.
You're 13 freezing.
Essentially, the fact that someone messed with this space that I had perceived as my own just made me almost unreasonably upset. Not just almost, actually. It was unreasonably upset. Fixing it took like maybe 5 minutes at best, yet I was upset for the next fucking 45 minutes.
Speaking of that kind of stuff too, very big OCD person. I actually got a certificate in diploma, whatever, in that field because of it.
I think that's not quite the term. Are you trying to say you got like official fucking like you officially got diagnosed? You got a diagnosis.
Oh, for the OCD, yeah, I have OCD
I
for
don't
sure.
think you could get a diploma for OCD.
Oh no, I meant for oh no, I meant for interior designing.
There we go.
My brain wasn't braining. My brain couldn't think of what the word was called.
I sat over there like, what the fuck you mean you studied OCD?
That'd be hilarious. Just okay, I got this now.
Instead of OCD, you ended up getting it.
You study a OCD like you put a fucking perk point into it. Like I have OCD
The OCD
now.
is so
I've gained
strong.
the skill.
The OCD is so strong. I had to study for the OCD.
You say it like it's so simple. I still got my drafting exam, you know.
わかんないとこだけ教えてくれればいいから、試験の邪魔はしないように、できるだけ自分で頑張るよ。
I'm rolling my eyes, but I'm also happy. Just thinking seriously about her own future, with me included. I want to support those genuine feelings of hers. I want to support you too, and I want to help. But you didn't really have to go as far as declining your job offer, did you?
それだけ本気だってこと分かってもらいたかったの。試験に落ちちゃったら諦めろって言われちゃうでしょ？
Yeah, probably.
たくさん考えて決めたんだ。たった一度の人生だもん。これから自分が進んでいく道に後悔なんてしたくなかったから。
So serious.
うん。いくらなんでも冗談で内定断ってきたりしないよ。
If I'm gonna be honest, I'm kinda angry. Why didn't you talk to me about something this important before?
ごめんなさい。試験前だったし、涼介の負担になりたくなかったの。でもね、本当に真剣に考えたんだよ。たくさん考えて、悩んで、決めたことなの。だからお願い、頑張らせて。
Her gaze is determined. I realized that it is impossible to get her back down at this point. Honestly, fine. But if we're gonna do it, then you're gonna do it seriously, alright? You better not give up or something midway through.
よろしくお願いします、先生。
Alright, let me take a look at those reference books then. What's up? She presses herself against me. She leans at me, smiling tenderly and invitingly.
勉強は明日から。涼介の試験も一区切りしたんだし、今日はゆっくり息抜きする日だよ。
Really, did you just promise you'd take this seriously?
これから真剣に頑張るためだよ。それに、お互い今までずっと忙しかったでしょ。頑張りすぎは体に良くないもん。
It's hard to argue with that. Tell what you want. I'll accept your invitation. He's gonna make up excuses.
褒められちゃった。でも間違ってないでしょ。
I agree gently as she smiles in satisfaction. Smelling your soft warmth in my arms calms my soul and sets my heart racing.
それじゃあ、我慢できなくさせてあげる。夢の中の私よりも可愛がってもらわなきゃ。
What are you talking about? Talking my dreams was so cute. What kind of dream was it?
Oh boy. I feel like Evo could be could be into this. But you know what? I'm gonna try to avoid the scene. Hopefully it happens too.
So glad my dream.
Because I feel like
You're
what
imposing
is
on
the
yourself the illusion of choice. Okay.
Yeah.
I saw dream I was stroking her head and what else?
この前夢の中で私のことすっごく褒めてた。あれ、ちょっとジェラシー。
Touko was giving me a pouting look. Actually not far off the mark.
寝言で私の名前呼びながら頭撫でてくれた。いつもより優しくて、なんか悔しかったの。
Pretty.
I was looking at that too.
And you want me to notice? I was still sleeping.
あの力加減が絶妙だったの。涼介があんな風に優しく撫でてくれたことないもん。
Phrasing.
Her detailed analysis is also a problem. But Touko getting all riled up over this fits her personality well.
だから、今夜はたくさん甘やかしてね。私が満足するまで、たくさん撫でてほしいな。
For fuck's sake, fine, come on.
やった
I'm no match for Touko's pleading. Might be my fault for spoiling her too much, but really, how heartless do I have to be to shoot down a request when she's begging me like this?
やっぱり涼介に甘やかしてもらうの気持ちいいな。
129.
Like you said, the illusion of choice.
I mean, the sex scene wasn't here. There was supposed to be a sex scene here. The sex scene isn't here now. There was a choice. Didn't matter for the fucking recording because I still had to censor that because I don't feel safe to put that on the fucking video.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Ah!
You did that so loud it cut off.
It wasn't even that loud a scream. Anyways, Touko says, I really love the way you pamper me, Ryosuke. I'm worn out. The first for me and doing all this pampering while that tired. It's a way, or the highway with Touko. It's her way or the highway with Toko.
これでコツは
Have
つ
you
か
gotten
ん
the
だ
hang
で
of
しょ
things? I'm sure you've leveled up on how to treat me, Toko says. No thanks less to you. No less thanks to you. I mean, what the fuck did I say? Teehee, you can't
私も
thank.
涼
I
介
can't
じゃ
thank
な
you
きゃ
enough either,
満足できないんだか
Toko
ら
says.
こうやってくっついて
Cling
るだ
on to
け
me
で
like
もい
this
いんだ
forever.
けど
I'd
ね
be fine with it. I am
そこ
greedy in
はほら
that way, Toko says. Gives me an alluring, bewitching smile. Seeing her smiles is so blissful. It is worth all the blood, sweat, and tears I put into this.
体も気持ち
You
も
spoil me about it,
た
feels
くさん
amazing too.
甘えたいな
It won't be
ど
enough
れだ
no
って
matter how
甘え
much
たっ
you
て
do
鳥
it,
の
Toko
鼻
says.
先もず
Now
ー
on,
っ
I only ever want to be
Ryosuke だけに甘えたいんだ。
pampered by you, Ryosuke, Toko says. Oh, that's fine, but I want you to fawn over me too. The relationship is built on mutual acceptance in both body and mind, and there's nothing greater. There's no greater feeling than spoiling someone and having them spoil you back.
ねえ 今度
when's the
いつお
next day
休み
off?
にす
It's
る
been a while since we got
久しぶりにどこかお
since
出かけ
we've
し
gone
よう
away
よ
somewhere, Toko says. Huh, we'll bring up going on a holiday all of a sudden.
目標があると
So we can
頑
have
張
a
れるで
goal
し
to
ょ
work towards.
お
Why
休み
we
の
can
予
work
定を
hard
楽
every
しみに
day
して
knowing we have
毎
some
日勉強
exciting
頑
in
張
the
るの
works, Toko says. Good point. So where do you want to go?
と
Let's see, I'm gonna go shopping. I
お買い
wanna eat
物
out and I wanna see a
行って
movie. Oh, and I wanna go to a
ご飯
pet shop and
食べ
pet some cats,
映
Toko
画見
says. Yeah, this compartment complex has a ban on pets. It's been a while since I petted an animal.
でしょ猫も
Right,
すっ
cats are
ごい
just so
可愛いん
cute
だけど
too, but
ね
I've been taking a
最近お気
liking
に入
to
り
a
のワンコ
dog
がいるん
recently
だ
too, Toko says. For a cat person like yourself, it's pretty rare for Toko to take an interest in dogs. There's a dog on the outside, but has cat-like traits on the inside or something like that.
普段はキリッ
Normally
と
it's
してる
pretty
んだけど
standoffish, but when you
体
rub
を
its
撫でて
body
あ
and
げる
wag
と
its tail
ちょっと
and
だ
it
け尻尾
buries
振っ
its
て
face
顔を
when
すり寄せて
into you
甘え
when
て
you
くるの
pamper it, Toko says. Huh. Seems like that dog likes being spoiled.
誰かさんにそっくり
Wouldn't,
じゃな
Toko says. I wonder.
さ
Who knows? Come here. There they are, Toko says. She rose on my body. It tickles.
あそうそうそんな
Oh
感
yeah,
じ
it
で
had the
最
same
初は
look of
迷惑そう
annoyance
な
as
顔
you,
するの
Toko says. Haha,
やっ
you
ぱり
two
ほんと
really
涼
are
介に
like
そっくり
Ryosuke, Toko says. See, now even Toko is comparing him to a dog. He really is a golden retriever. Toko's having a good chuckle. He does have so much fun teasing me. I've never been compared to a dog before.
普段はそうでもないけど
Can't
ね
see that happening normally, but this time I can
ちょっとだ
definitely
け
see
ワン
some
コっぽ
dog
いなって
traits in
思
you,
うかも
Toko says.
She's
Like wagging my
noticed.
tail.
するする
Yep, you do that.
私に
When
甘
I
えて
fawn
くる
over
と
you,
き
you
なん
have
て
the
その
exact
まんま
same
な感じだ
aura,
よ
Toko says. What the actual fuck? Since when have I been slowly becoming a dog? You've been a dog. from
Always
the
has
start.
been.
Always
今
have
度
been.
耳と尻尾
Next
買って
time
こよ
I'm
うか
about to buy some dog
似合う
ears
と
and
思うけ
tail. I
ど
think it'll suit you well, Toko says. Are you kidding me? Imagine these dog ears and tail. It's
耳
just
と
so...
尻尾
it-
想像し
It's just so weird. Ha ha ha, you look so cute, Toko says. And you're laughing so much too. Well, she does have a point. I might as well ignore it, because if I try any funny business, she won't let me get out of it.
た
Ah,
面
that's
白かっ
hilarious.
た
I think you can pamper me
これ
like a
から
dog
たま
from
に
now
ワンコっぽく
on,
甘やかしてみ
Toko says. Please stop. For a second I thought, hey, this might be charming. But thinking about the ramifications a bit more, I realized allowing that would dig me into a deeper grave. Either way, Splice said, you always seem more cat-like to me, Toko. That's why I'll continue treating you like one.
う
Well, if that's
そ
what
れ
you
はそれ
want,
でい
I
いか
love it when I'm on your
膝
lap
の
and
上に
fawn
乗って
over
甘
me,
える
Toko
の
says. Which reminds me, that hasn't changed since high school.
落ち着くんだ
Tells
よ
me to calm down.
ここ
It
は
really
私
is the
だけ
only
の場
place
所だ
where
っ
I
て
can
思う
let
と
loose and
すっ
feel this
ごく
amazing,
気持ちい
Toko
い
says. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I love
私
that
の
the
一番のお
most.
気に入り
It feels like all my worries melt away when I do this. Toko says. She hugged me lovingly. I'm at ease, feeling her warmth over mine. Next weekend, I want to see the dog that's supposed to be just like me. Sure, but you
あの
know,
ね
it's
本
so
当に
like
そっくり
you,
なん
it's
だ
not
か
even
ら
funny.
も
Could
し
be
かした
your
ら
lost
生き
long
別れ
lost
の兄
sibling,
弟だ
Toko
ったり
says. Damn it, are you really calling me a dog?
まあ一回見てみて
Have a look
よ
for
きっ
yourself.
と
I'm
気に
sure
入る
you'll
と思
like
うから
it.
さ
Yeah, you'll definitely have a lot of fun,
楽しみ
Toko
だ
says. Sorry, I missed you.
それは仕方ないよ。
They're always chasing after your
ずっと追いかけ
dream,
てきた
Toko
夢。
says. No, Toko's being so impatient. But I have to do my best here.
それに、
Besides,
涼
it's
介
so
が
cool
頑張っ
seeing
て
you
ると
try
こ
so
ろ。
hard to Yosuke.
私が
Toko
一
says.
番近
I'm
く
the
で
one
見
who
て
has
い
the
られる
front
んだ
row
からさ。
seats here. I don't feel
不
frustrated
満
or
だなん
anything,
て
Toko says.
全然。
Thanks. There are times when we bear our thoughts for each other. No matter how much we experience this, it's never enough.
私が追いかけ
Have
る
a
目
goal I
標
want
で
to
もあ
pursue
るんだ
too.
から。
So don't be afraid to
夢
run
に
head
向かって
first, chasing
ま
a
っすぐ
dream.
進んだから、
That's
涼
why I
介に
always
は
want
ず
to
っと
face
前を
every
向い
day
ててほ
without
しい
looking
な。
back. That's why.
疲れたら一緒に少しお休み
When
し
you're
ようよ。
tired, we can take small
Date
breaks
したり、
together, like going
お
on
家で
dates
コロ
or
コロした
doing
りして
who
さ。
knows what around the house, Toko says. Yeah, I'll have to fawn over you too, Toko. Yeah, I'd be pleased if you do that, Toko says. Only put a little pressure into my arms, giving her a gentle hug. We've been living together for a while now, but a long time like this has become a rare commodity.
どうしよ
What'd I
う。
do? This won't be enough,
物足りな
Toko
く
says. Huh?
涼介がいきなり
You
キ
knocked
ュ
me
っ
out
て
of
する
nowhere,
からだよ。
Yosuke, Toko
こん
says.
なことして。
When you do this, I
私の
just
こと
become
喜ば
way
せる
too
から。
overjoyed, Toko
こん
says. Toko, you cling on to me all the time.
自分からするのとしてもらうのじゃ全然違うの。
When you do it, I become so
してもらっ
much
た
more
方が
happy,
なん
Toko says. Really now.
そういうも
Of
んな
course,
の。
everyone was like
女
that,
の子
Toko
は
says. Understood, princess. Seems like I still have some ways to go. I just smiles mischievously. I hold Toko tight as I respond to her demands.
明日はお休みでしょ。目覚ましいらないんだから、
You have
も
tomorrow,
うちょっと
right?
だ
You
け。
don't need to wake up early, so how
いいでし
about
ょ
we stay like this a little while longer? Toko says. Sorry, I mean little. Damn it. How could I ever refuse you? It seems like Toko was begging for more after receiving the initial dose. What if I get muscle pain tomorrow from stroking her too much?
Phrasing.
うわー、すっごい久しぶりだね。
You're at the 1 hour and a half part, point.
Yeah, I'm on the verge of needing to call it there, truth to tell.
Yeah, I'm starting to what's it called? Like my mind's starting to blank a bit.
Sounds like that's a good place to end it then. Hope you guys enjoyed this one and see you next time. Bye-bye. And I managed to
Later.
successfully procrastinate on playing more Souls Kanojo.
Always.
Bye-bye.